Hello and welcome to a review of LEGO Speed Champions Mercedes-AMG F1 W12 E-Performance and Mercedes-AMG Project 1. Rolls off the tongue. That is quite the name right there. Anyways, this is a Speed Champion set, which means it has a lot of small pieces, a lot of pieces in general, and very detail-oriented, very dense. I'm talking like an ape right now, but it's because I am an ape. Anyways, this set, I acquired it for $8 on clearance. There was I think an overstock of these things. There were so many of them on shelves. And it's just kind of interesting. Like, the set's been around for 2 years. I think it launched in 2022. And I think part of what happened was that I think they might have just left it in storage and forgotten to put it on shelves. So here we go, $8. Even though it says $15, I got it for $8. I actually got 2 copies of it, one brand new, just to have, just in case. We have some nice images on the box, on the back of the box. Very video game box art-esque. That's the way I would describe it. Lots of nice details, simple stuff. The cars themselves are cars. They aren't very crazy colors. We've got light gray and black with hints of turquoise, but not too much. Similar story here, but with even less turquoise, mostly being told through the sticker. I guess that's the Mercedes-AMG brand. I have no idea. In general, there are a lot of stickers, and that is my big complaint with this set. Way too many stickers. I get it. So, for all intents and purposes, LEGO Speed Champions are kind of like LEGO's take on model kits. And model kits have a lot of stickers. I get it. It makes sense. But when there are so many stickers and so many steps in a row, or just sticker, it gets mind-numbing and monotonous, especially if these stickers aren't lined up especially well, the set looks worse for wear. If the whole point of these sets is to look, as detailed and uniform as possible, having these stickers that kind of, really ruin the flow of things, I think is a big problem, especially considering this is very off color, that is not the same gray at all. That is closer to old gray than it is, the new gray. And I don't know if that's a printing problem or what, but I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with that. But again, that is to say that, this build in other ways besides the stickers is very, very competent in terms of its construction. Super tight, no gaps, very detailed, all that. I do like the way these curved pieces come together. I don't really like the curved tiles in general, but when they come together satisfying like that, it is cool, even though that piece does kind of break the flow. You've got this fender in the back, which sticks on, and some logos. The construction of these sets is very inventive, and how they kind of fit together like puzzles almost, and how all the pieces are so airtight and they click together, and the way everything is structured, it's cool. But yeah. The stickers, man, and I don't know, so many small pieces. Small pieces aren't my favorite to work with. I do prefer the bigger, either medium to chunky pieces, ones that feels like you're substantially adding something to the build, immediately. It's just very satisfying and fun. But with these sets, it's just small little piece after piece. It's a definitely different flow. Maybe it's not bad, but it's just not as much my thing as the aforementioned one is. Because the thing I like about the flow of older stuff, old space sets, is that you're building the set and you're building it up, and it gets to a point where you're okay, this is coming together. It feels like it's basically done. But then that's when all the small details are added and all this fun nonsense, and it just becomes this crazy, this craziness. Well, this set, it just feels you're adding the finishing touches for almost the entire build, almost. And I don't know, it's strange. I don't expect Speed Champions sets to have play features, so there's no play features. There is a nice printed windscreen. I always appreciate those. Those are cool. We've got a minifigure, very basic. They've got a jacket. They have a hairpiece too, which is cool. You can fit 2 people in the cockpit, which is all right. There is a lot of detail in the cockpit. I got some detail in there. I don't know. These sets are kind of hard for me to talk about because detail-wise, it's hard to care about specifics when everything is just very detailed, you know. There's some cool bits, like, you know, this sort of this piece being used, you know, the wheel guard piece, you know, it makes sense, a clever use. You know, I already talked about the way the contours go. I like how there is a mix of sharper angles and smooth angles. I think that does benefit the set a lot, even if the stickers being, you know, misaligned kind of hurts. I know I could have done better. I was trying. I was very cold. My hands were shivering when I was building this. And the back does look very, very detailed and nice. But that's all there's to say about this one. But for this one, it's a bit more of a Formula One shape. I guess that's why it's called the Project One. It's a little more interesting in how the shaping is, you know, it's not as complete feeling. It's a more skeletal in structure. Has these different wheels with this really, really nice hubcap print, which is super cool there. There's also some branding stickers, which I think are funny, that we have official Lego Epson stickers. Very cool. It builds itself up nicely. I do like how this sort of flex tube piece can be lowered and raised. It's nice there, it fits in well, and it's always just good to get those. There's even a second one. I think there's the option to customize this with a different flag too, to slightly change which specific car this is, I'm guessing. Not much to say, honestly. It's sleek. It's nice. I don't know. I guess now I'll show the instructions. There's 2 instructions. Very smartly, there's one for each vehicle. So you can very easily build this with somebody else, which is nice. You know, one person does the first car, one person does the second. The actual instructions are nothing special. Not even an image before the end of the instructions. Or maybe it's in this one. I had a printing error in the instructions, which was interesting. You can see there, it's very, you know, it's not lined up correctly, and it kind of sticks around for a few pages. A little bit fuzzy, very weird there. Yeah, nothing to the Rebuild the World, at least that's like a cute little thing to put out, you know, it's on the back of a few of them. But yeah, that's all there really is to say about the set, but I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Speed Champions line itself and what I think it represents. So as I said before, Speed Champions sets are basically model kits, a modern interpretation of such, and, you know, a Legoification. And Lego works very well for that purpose. You know, putting all the little pieces together, you know, you get all the details. There's some things that are recognizable, like inside you can even see like the engine, which is cool, and stuff for, you know, I think this one in particular, and this one too. So it really does feel like you're building a car in that way, and that, you know, I can see that being appealing to motor heads out there. But in doing that, it feel like it just whittles down what Lego can be. You know, so many Lego sets are just like Lego model versions of other things that exist. And that might sound weird, but what I mean by this is that this, kind of like the Icons line and like a lot of the licensed sets, is just supposed to represent, you know, something that already exists, a car that already exists. And like, instead of carving out its own niche, it just kind of feels like an adaptation of model kits, the same way that Lego Brickheads are an adaptation of Funko Pops, and, you know, Lego Botanicals are like an adaptation of like fake plants. Like, it has its own identity, but like, it's just lacking that imagination and that, you know, aspiration for more, for creativity, that I feel like Lego just needs to kind of function on its own. Maybe not function, but to like thrive, you know? That's what makes it special. And it's just lacking that, you know? Like, these sets sell extremely well. I'm constantly seeing people purchasing them. Same with the Botanicals and all the other, you know, adult stuff that's like, you know, just models, not play sets. But it just is not, I don't know, it's just not why Lego is appealing to me. And I feel like these sets are a bit lifeless, interchangeable, you know? Because I don't know anything about these cars, I don't have any preference. I guess superficially, there are some designs I like, there are some colors I like to get. Definitely not light gray and black, but whatever. And they're just lacking, you know? I don't know. I think they're perfectly well-constructed models. I think there are way too many stickers. I've said that enough, probably. And I don't know, man. Building these sets was kind of stressful because of the stickers and all the little pieces. It's it's a draining experience. And I just miss the simplicity of other, simple construction, bold shapes. These are bold shapes, but they're built and so contoured, and it's hard to explain, but there's just something missing here. It's missing soul. It's not soulless, but it's missing soul. I just look at like the logo for Speed Champions itself. Like, this logo is just so boring. It does basically nothing. It's just like, might as well just say Lego cars. Lego real cars. And it's like, I don't know. Comparing these to the racer sets that used to come out in like the 2000s, like those ones each had a unique identity, and they were just as, they were very disposable. And these aren't disposable in that same way, to where like, this will retain its value to like people that like these cars. They'll probably keep them on the shelf for a while. It's a nice thing. But it's just, I don't know, man. There's just not a lot of reason for me personally to think to like buy more than like one of these sets. And I don't know. I'm rambling on. I'm not making sense. I think I need to go drink coffee or something. But that's all I have to say about this. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I was very negative in this video. I don't hate these sets. I just wanted to kind of use them to try to talk about my kind of lack of interest in a lot of modern Lego sets and the adult model thing they have going on, And maybe I'll do that more. I mean, I already did like a few 18+ sets, but maybe I'll try to go into that more, because I feel like I haven't really gotten to the issue correct, or like I haven't expressed it well enough, maybe. But that's all I've got right now. Thank you for watching.